My people, I'm back in action. I apologize about the Bodie James. He will definitely be on the show. So we'll get it back on, you know what I mean? And we do shows every week, so you know he'll be on in no time. So now we're set up for our next guest. So let me get this going. Boom, boom, boom. So, we wait for our next guest coming in. Obviously, he needs no introduction. Jayo Felony in the house. One of the dopest on the West Coast, for sure. Also, too, what we always talk about on the show, how people have their own style and how people were actually, considered the greatest by being different, how that changed. I will have to say, the way Jayo raps, is different than anybody. I've never heard anybody rap like that. You know what I'm saying? And the way he constructs his rhymes and hit his punchlines. I mean, you can't tell me that, hey, he remind me of Jayo Felony. No, you're not hearing that in this case. So, salute to the OG Jayo Felony. He'll be joining us just in a couple minutes. Again, I apologize about the Bodie James interview. Sometimes, especially with IG Live, things get, a little misconstrued. So we're definitely having back. Urge, I see you. Blasto, I see you. You know what I'm saying? So we're definitely having back on. And again, if you're familiar with Griselda, he's one of the newest Griselda members out of the, from the Griselda label. And go check out the album for Bodie, The Price of Tea in China with Alchemist. He just, released a extended version, if you will. Couple extra songs, Benny the Butcher's on there, Evidence is on there, Freddie Gibbs is on there, and of course produced by Alchemist. So, how could you lose? And Alchemist's been really busy, especially with them Griselda cats. But he's been really, really busy. I like to see Alchemist, a lot of Alchemist albums out there. I definitely do. Talk about a cold piece of work. You know what I mean? Damn. But either way, waiting for our special guest, Jayo Felony in the house. He's got 2 new albums coming out, which we'll definitely get into that. And really just a legacy. And oh yeah, appreciate you, Todd, reminding me. Next Saturday, we got Lord Finesse and Crooked Eye. So that's going to be another dope show. And we're going to take it tomorrow, actually. We're going to take it back a little bit and do another R&B episode. Our last R&B episodes, actually our last 2 we've been doing have been amazing. But tomorrow, we have Melvin Riley in the house. And, again, we're going to take it back. Sunday chill out, ready for the world. We're going to talk about new music, old music. You name it. We're going to talk about it. So that's tomorrow 5 o'clock. So when everyone is chilling and just chilling, Chris, I see you, homie. What's up, Black Militia? I see you, bro. So we're gonna wind it down tomorrow with Melvin Riley and really just kind of talk about good music and hope everyone joins us for that. But next Saturday, back with the hip hop, Lord Finesse, Crooked Eye. I don't know about y'all, but Crooked Eye is one of my favorite rappers of all time. You talk about a beast of rhyming, it's just incredible. The bars that has, excuse me. Crooked Eye actually has an album out right now too with Joel Ortiz. That's really dope. What's the name of it? Ty, what's the name of the album? I feel like an asshole right now, but it's really dope. It's heavy on my playlist right now. So go check that out. Lord Finesse. I mean, come on, man. Really needs no hard. Yeah. Needs no introduction. DITC, real hip hop. You know what I mean? And actually, we got a dope month planned for us. Me and Todd, we're putting our heads together, trying to bring kind of the best of the best, but also to make it interesting, because it's easy just to interview somebody that's, you know, that's been in the game for a while and ask the same questions. But what we're trying to do is we're really trying to bring a conversation to the table that is different than other people's. You know what I mean? So actually, we got our special guest in right now. Let's see what we got here. What's the Word podcast with the one and only Jayo Felony in the house.
What up, Diar?
Salute, my G.
Salute, man. How you doing, bro?
Man, I'm blessed, homie. I'm blessed. Thank you so much for taking the time. I know you got two albums coming out, so I know you a busy man, and I appreciate you taking the time.
Hey, man, thanks for having me on your format, man. I definitely appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. So first off, hope everything's safe for you in this 2020 that we in right now. This is crazy 2020 that's been going on, man. I don't even know what to say about it, but hey, it is what it is.
I can't wait till all this stuff is over so we can get back to some, normality around here, man. It's been a crazy year, you know what I'm saying?
It absolutely has.
Not only with the coronavirus and all that and the protests, but starting with the whole Kobe Bryant, losing his life in that accident, man. That kicked it off. You know what I'm saying? That was a very sad moment. You know what I mean? So
absolutely.
Shout out to Kobe Bryant's family and everybody. You know what I mean? It's been a hard year, man, but we're gonna get through it, bro.
Yeah, I don't think people realize that aren't from like Southern California or just California in general, but especially Southern California. Yeah. What a big blow that was to us losing Kobe.
Yeah, man. After we had, we just lost Nip, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Kobe gone like that, you know what I'm saying? It was definitely a crazy year to kick the year off,
Definitely was. So let's get to the new-ish, if you will. You got 2 albums coming out.
Yes, sir.
Now, I know one of them is produced by Jinx. Is the other one produced by Jinx too? They're both of them?
Both of them are powered by Sir Jinx. He actually arranged the albums, put them together, put the skits and everything, made it fly for me, you know what I'm saying? It got a lot of production on there from Chill, from CMW, got Jelly Roll, the legendary Jelly Roll from the West Coast, you know what I mean? I got a track on there with Battle Cat with me and Snoop, you know what I mean? It's dope, man. I can't wait till you guys check it out. Straight up.
And obviously,
one of them is called Hood Invasion, and the other one is called In the Trenches. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And they both come out the same day, the 26th?
The 24th. July
24th, okay.
This Friday coming up.
Absolutely. Now, that's a beautiful thing, not just for West Coast hip-hop, but just hip-hop in general.
Yeah, man.
You actually coming off a strong album and movie.
Yeah.
What was your state of mind going into these new projects after coming off something like that?
Oh man, it got me right, you know what I'm saying, as far as being around Exhibit and Dr. Dre and everybody that worked on the album, Focus, them joints, the top of the top, you know what I'm saying? Rick Rock, man, it was crazy to work with all those guys and see Exhibit's direction and his focus with the film and all the ideas he was coming up with. And a lot of people don't know, like at the end of the movie, the day that we finished filming, I actually had to go turn myself in to go to the pen for a year. So X had all the catering come through, and I had a 4th of July, before I went up in there. You know what I'm saying? So once we wrapped the film, I went in like 8 o'clock that next morning. I went and turned myself into the LA County, and I did a year in the pen. You know what I'm saying? But once I got out the pen, man, the day I was getting released, man, Exhibit was out in the parking lot. And they came and got me and took me home in a fucking helicopter. You know what I'm saying? So it was
nice.
Crazy, man. And I saw the film in its entirety for the first time, man, and it just blew me away. You know what I mean? So shout out to X to the Z, Open Bar Entertainment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's going down, man. I learned a lot from those guys. I learned a lot from Dr. Dre just in a small amount of time. Just being in the studio around those guys and seeing how hard they work, man. It's just, if it don't brush off on you, man, you must be crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. If you don't absorb some of that, you're doing something wrong.
No doubt. So that's what got me at this point, man. I have my own label now, Local Entertainment. I got 3 different distribution channels for my music. I got all the ownership to my music as far as all the stuff that I put on Def Jam, out on Def Jam in the past. I'm on it, man. So I'm going to be re-releasing all those projects that I did, Crip Hop, What You Gonna Do, the Underground album, as well as you know, anything else that I put out in the past is gonna be, you know, under my control, re-released through me, man. So the fans can get it directly from your boy. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I have to say, I'm extremely mad at myself. If I remember correctly,
Yeah.
for the last album, you had a release party out here in LA.
No
right?
doubt, no doubt. Yeah, we
So
had
Whutz,
a couple of them. We started off up in Hammond, like in up in Northern California. We went to a premiere out there, and then we did the Pan African Film Festival right in Baldwin Hills, and that's when all the comedians and all the rappers came out to support it. Man, it was real fun. And then we did another one on Wilshire last September before the release of the project. You know what I mean? And that's where me and Exhibit performed at, man. And that shit was off the hook. You know
that's the one I missed. So I'm mad at myself because Big Whutz called me.
Shout out to Tato, man, for hooking that up. That shit was off the chain. You know what I'm saying? I had a ball, man. I had a great performance.
Big Whutz called me, and I didn't see the call.
Yeah.
And he was going to pick me up. Like, hey, I'm on my way to jail shit. Like, you coming or what?
Yeah.
I didn't see the call. I hit him like 2 hours.
You missed out, man.
Oh,
hey,
I know.
Man. We had Daz Dillinger was up in there. My homie Cousin Capone, man, from All Money In. You know, just everybody support, man. Shout out to Slink Johnson for coming through and everybody that supported, man. It was off the chain. You know what I'm saying? I think in the building, man, it was dope. You know
I think the homie Cavi was there too, right?
Oh, no doubt. Oh, no doubt. That's my dog, man. Yeah, young Cavi was in the building, man. Compton's finest, man.
So I'm one of the head engineers over there at the Vortex where he got his studio. So.
Oh, no doubt. That's my boy, man. Hey, you just reminded me, man. I got to get something from him. I know he got something hot for me, man. I got to get some music from him, no doubt.
Oh yeah. He always working. Cavi always working.
No doubt. That's
so we gotta go back to the beginning real quick. Being from the West Coast, I think especially back in the day, a lot of rappers were kind of boxed into a certain style. I never felt that from you. Yeah. Where did you come up with your style? Because the way you articulate your lines, to drop your punchlines, to even how many syllables you use, to, you know, is different than a lot of people. How did you come up with your style?
I mean, you know, to make a long story short, man, you know, I just love hip hop, and I started off as trying to be the best MC. That's all it was about back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. That's what all I was about. So I studied the greats, man, the Rakims, the LL Cool J's, Ice Cubes, E40s, the whole nine, you know, and that's what anybody do in their craft, man. You study the greats to become great. And to be honest with you, I think I'm at my best right now, and it's crazy, man, you know, that I think everything in my life been set up for this moment. You know what I'm saying? For some reason, I think that, and I see that the response that my fans are giving me for letting them know, hey, man, it's Jayo Felony, I'm back. They like, motherfucker, where you been at? You know what I'm saying? So the response I've been getting is overwhelming, man. And I just want to say much love to the fans that's been loving what I do over the years, man, and that love Jayo Felony. And I was talking to my Mexican homies the other day, man. They was like, hey, Holmes, man, we love you, man. People love Jayo Felony. Get your ass back to work, man. So shout out to my bros, man. Everybody that support me, man, all races love me, man, and I love y'all back. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy times right now, but I just feel like we got to stick together, man, as the human race. You know what I'm saying? You know, I talk shit, but I talk shit to racist white people, but I got, you know, mixed people. I got white people in my fucking family. Some of my nieces and nephews are half white, half black, so it ain't about that. It's about your heart, man, and what, you know what I mean? It's about your character. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people out here don't have no character, and they still stuck on this racism shit. But I see a lot of people that's racist. A lot of them are not really intelligent people. You know what I'm saying? So
I agree.
I don't give a fuck about them hating me. But when it comes to the structure of America, this shit has been racist from day one. You know what I'm saying? And I don't give a shit if you hate me as long as you're not affecting, you know, my livelihood. And that's what's been going on with America. You know, through science and politics and whatever witchcraft they fucking do, they've been affecting our livelihood from day one. And that's when we got a problem. You can hate me all you want to, because I don't feel that shit. But when you systematically try to destroy us, that's when we got a problem. And that's what the fuck's been going on since the beginning of America.
Yeah. And it was you know, I guess there was no system set up, so it's just failure. It was one, you know, look. People put it all together, wanted it one way, and that was it. You know, it was their way. And I agree with you 100%. I think racism shouldn't be, you know, considered no matter what. You know, racism is bad if you black, white, Mexican, anything. No, you know, none of it should happen. I mean, We
No
are
doubt.
all people, and I really truly believe in power in the people that are around me. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like there's something
Hey,
powerful about people to come together.
no doubt. And I want to say, salute and shout out to all races that's been out there in the protests and standing with us, because a lot of people talk that smack about, oh, why they ain't out there with us. And I seen a lot of people out there protesting hand in hand with us, Jewish, Hispanic, white, everybody's out there together. And that's what the powers that be don't want us to do, because they cannot win when we come at them. They didn't know what the hell to do when we was out there like that. And what's kind of messed up is they were taking brute force on peaceful protesters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they was out there shooting people and shooting guns at people. And they shot this lady out here in San Diego at the Lemon Grove protest, an elderly lady, man, and they shot her in the head with a rubber bullet. And that's it's just sad and disturbing that as a country, and we supposed to be so damn America this and America that, man. We got so many skeletons in our closet. It's a shame. Straight up.
It is. I actually was just talking about the homie about the same thing. And I said, look, if you really want to see if there's change coming, all these different races that were arrested for these last riots in all these cities, what I want to find out is what, like, the white people got charged with, if you will. Like, did they get, like, community service compared to what the minorities got charged with? Did they get, like, 5 years probation for rioting and somebody else got, like, so, I mean, again, you got to dig into the system.
Yeah, that's my point when I say when you systematically try to destroy a people. And that's what's been going on since the history of America has been built. They built it off our backs, and they still have the audacity, those that are racist have the audacity to try to still hate us for the color of our skin after all we've been through as a people. It's just like a smack in the face, you know what I'm saying? So I really don't have no tolerance for that. But even when I was a kid growing up out here in San Diego and I was going through gang banging or whatever, and I fuck around and get locked up and hit juvenile hall with me and my homies or whatever, we go to juvenile hall and you would see us, we'll go to juvenile hall like once, and then we'll go to juvenile hall, then they'll send us to VQ or they'll send us to YA. It was like a chain reaction. You would go to Campo, then you'll go to VQ, Vision Quest is what they call it, and then you'll end up in YA, which is a juvenile penitentiary.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? And then from there, you go into the jail system. But when the white kids were going to jail, they were actually sending them to 24-hour school. And they was coming in there for shit like rapes and lightweight, assault and batteries. And I'm like, damn, how the hell he get 24-hour school? And
not only that,
they had it to where if you was wearing blue and you was known as a gang member, as when we was out here as kids, if you was wearing blue, that was a violation to take you and put you in custody just for wearing a certain color. You know what I'm saying? And you had so many rules on this probation, you would never get off probation.
No.
You feel me? But the other guys, when you go to 24-hour school, when you finish that, you're not even on paperwork. So they knew exactly what they were doing. Like I said, it's a systematic structure, man.
It is.
That has to be torn down. Period. Yep. You know
and I
really don't think it's no reason to have police, because they ain't never there when the shit's going on. They always, you got to call 911. By the time they get there, nigga done been rolled up out of there and did what he had to do and push the rock. You know what I'm saying? So what are they really good for? And if it wasn't for snitches, half of the cases or 95% of the cases would never get solved.
First 48 wouldn't have a show if it wasn't for snitches.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, man.
Yeah. And I saw it a lot too. I was raised in the juvenile system, and I used to see
the object of that story too is don't do nothing to get you caught up to where you be on 48 hours in the first place.
Yeah.
But another line is, you got to keep it hood, man. If you're out here in these streets, man, keep your mouth shut. You know what I'm saying? If something do go down, keep your mouth shut. Simple as that.
I saw a lot of people
with snitches get stitches.
crazy charges, and they go to, like, I was from the IE though, but they go to placement like
shout out to the IE, man.
Oh yeah. I'm born in East Riverside. You know what I mean?
That's
born and raised in East Riverside
too, man.
Yeah.
I remember I did a show a long time ago out there, man, and it's still one of the best shows I ever did with me and Method Man and them, man. And Method Man was actually singing Shermstick at the show, and I'm like, how the hell he know all the words, man? He had people holding him up while he was singing Shermstick, and that was in Riverside. And I remember Keith Murray was in the trailer with us, with me, Redman, and Eric Sherman and everybody. And man, Keith Murray licked his fingers, man, and smacked this white girl on the head. It was so funny, bro. I don't know why he did that, but I will never forget those memories, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to that lady that Keith Murray smacked in the head, man. But it was so funny, man. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy,
Riverside
man.
has a
But
dope.
it was fun times out there in Riverside.
Yeah, Riverside has a dope hip hop community. They always
Straight up.
have.
They definitely support. Straight up.
So what's it? By the way, I'm seeing a few questions too. I'm trying to get the audience involved too. But
I see somebody say 40
hey, so people want to know how you met Dre.
How I met Dre?
Yeah.
The first time I met Dre, I think it was for remember that video when Jay-Z wrote the rap for it, that video, Still DRE.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was at that video, and shout out to Big Chuck and Eminem. That day, when we was at the video, I remember Eminem sitting in my Navigator and shit and playing that song, Skippy Did We Bop for Christopher Reeves, Sonny Bono sees horses hitting some trees. And he was like, man, you like that? I'm like, cuz that motherfucker hard than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it was a blessing, you know what I mean? To see Eminem actually at his best sitting in my truck listening to his song, you know what I'm saying? And Big Chuck right there, man. Shout out to Big Chuck, you know what I mean? And Live, rest in peace from New York, you know what I'm saying? It's like, man, you know, I got love everywhere, man. But that's when I first met Dre at the Still video. And we went on the Up and Smoke tour together. Snoop Dogg actually had Def Jam get me on the Up and Smoke tour. You know what I'm saying? He basically like, man, hey, man, y'all get my boy on that tour so we can ride out. And we had one of the hottest songs, the Got Beef record that was actually added to New York radio, which was Hot 97. You know what I mean? And I remember Angie Martinez going on 106 in Park and telling them the reason they added that song was because of my verse. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I like being an MC, man. I like rapping and playing with words. You know what I'm saying? I just, you know, I don't take nothing from nobody else, but when people love lyrics and they love guys really taking their time and spending hours and hours to come up with dope, clever lyrics, you know, it takes time, man. It's not a game. And when people think it's a game, when you hear them rap and hear me rap, you see the difference. You know
you do.
Straight up.
Yeah, you know, and again, I think from the get-go, people kind of counted West Coast MCs out.
Yeah.
And you of course, you know, Corrupt, Razkaz, Exhibit.
Yeah, that's no doubt. I just finished talking to Raz too, man. Hey, you know what's crazy? When I was signed to Jam Master Jay, rest in peace, man, from Run DMC, that's where I got my start. You know what I'm saying? And
how did that start?
Yeah, when I used to be in Queens, right? I actually was on the run from YA, and it was like once I turned 21 years old, they couldn't lock me up anymore. So I went to the East Coast with my big brother, and I ran into this guy at Norfolk State, and he was a manager, but he was from Queens, but he was going to college in Norfolk State. So he hooked me up with Jam Master Jay. I had a 2-song demo. One of the songs was called "Living for Them Four Things," and I was gangbanging on it, and the other one was called "Piss on Your Tombstone." And those 2 songs got me my deal with JMJ Records. You know what I mean? So I remember being out there in Queens, washing my clothes in their hood, going to the barbershop at night when they turned the barbershop to a strip club and closed the things down. Yeah. We in there turning up. Shout out to Queens, Hollis, Queens, man. And, you know, that's how it all started. You know what I'm saying? So it was crazy when I went and worked with Jay, man. Once I went to New York, I didn't want to leave because we was in the studio with me, him, and T-Funk. And that's when we made the Brothers and Sisters record for Jason's Lyric soundtrack. Was the first song that I ever put out. And then the show soundtrack was Zoom Zooms and Wham Whams with all those legendary artists, Tupac, Biggie, Bone Thugs and Harmony, Dogg Pound, Snoop Dogg, all those guys on that soundtrack was legendary. So, you know, I got a good look from Jay, man. He had a lot of pull over there with Def Jam and Russell and Leor, so I was getting first dibs on shit just being down with Jay.
Yeah, I have to tell you, that's one of my favorite Bone Thugs and Harmony songs, "Everyday Thing" on the show soundtrack. That motherfucker.
No doubt. Shout out to Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, and there's gonna be some youngsters on right now that can be like, "Soundtrack, what is that?"
Oh yeah, man. You know, man, it's all about love, man. But the youngsters ain't stupid, man. They know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I wish they would bring that type of stuff back because those soundtracks were big platforms for those films, and it actually helped drive the film as well. So back in those days, those soundtracks meant a lot to the movie. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times it basically promoted the movie before it came out.
It absolutely did. And some of those albums are considered classic hip hop albums in general. The
No
Above the
doubt, no
Rim,
doubt.
Jason's Lyric, New Jersey Drive, you know,
Yeah.
Menace to Society, Boys in the Hood, obviously Juice soundtrack, you know what I mean? But you know, they ended up being, you know, very important hip hop albums.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And I used to see other soundtracks, and I was like, man, I know I was supposed to be on that joint, man. You know what I'm saying? We was looking for the latest soundtracks to be on. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Straight up.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, I mean, you talk about going out there to Queens. I mean, how much was that a transition for you, especially coming from the culture that we come in Southern California?
Oh, man. See, like I said, I was hiding out in Virginia, man, you know, on the run, and that's where all my family's from. You know what I'm saying? And I was actually in Portsmouth, Virginia with my big brother, and that's where I was born at. So I was always used to the East Coast anyway. I used to live in Virginia, you know what I'm saying? That's exactly where I was born at, in a city called Portsmouth, Virginia. It's like a small town, but it had the #1 murder rate in that whole state. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy, man. I used to see people getting their brains blew out when I was 4 or 5 years old. You know what I'm saying? But one thing about it, man, I guess they really know how to shoot in that city, because I never saw a innocent kid or none of that ever get shot where I was from. Niggas was straight head, dome shot, get your man. You know what I mean? And that's how I learned from being in Virginia, you know, when it comes to that. Right? You know, if you with the shit, man, and you out here in the streets, you shouldn't be shooting no innocent kids and none of that, man. That's a violation of some real G shit.
I remember when the green light hit for drive-bys living out here. Like
straight up. If you shoot a kid and you don't get your man, you need to go get some target practice or hang it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I couldn't live with hurting some innocent kid. You know what I'm saying? It ain't got nothing to do with whatever beef you got. So I just feel like that's kind of suspect. So when I hear that in Atlanta and Chicago, I'm like, man, no disrespect. I know it's rough out in all cities, but y'all motherfuckers need some target practice or something. Get your man. Don't hurt no kids out here if you is with that type of life. You know what I mean? Don't hurt no innocent kids out here that ain't got nothing to do with what you got going on. That's all I'm saying.
The homie actually from Chicago, we just talked about the same thing the other day, and he was like, hey, it seemed like in people in Chicago or, you know, in other pieces, they just want to shoot. Doesn't matter where they shooting at. You know, it's like
that's because a lot of them little motherfuckers skinny than a motherfucker, and the gun be bigger than their ass. They start shooting and shit, and the gun just go everywhere because them little motherfuckers so little with this goddamn 100-pound pistol and all this clip with the shit. You don't even need all that. Then you take a little Dillinger to light a nigga ass up.
Hey, but see, you know, they didn't grow up near a desert and shit like that where you just go out and shoot like we could out here.
Man, hey, man, you can get practice anywhere, man. It ain't no these little kids out here going through that, man.
No, it's
shout out to
ridiculous.
Ricky Smiley too, man. I heard somebody had, you know, his kid had got shot a couple weeks ago. And it's just sad, man. You know what I'm saying? We need to cut the bullshit out. Nigga need to go back to these, but a lot of motherfuckers scared of these. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we had so much pistol play in the first place. But it'd definitely be a lot more lives saved if we were going to these things, man, and learn how to chunk them, take it from the shoulders. You know what I'm saying?
Problem is, people
that's what I'm about, really. You know what I'm saying? Take it from the shoulders, man.
Problem
I'm
is,
a YA baby, man. I know how to squabble up.
Yeah.
So, you know, I ain't got to pick up no gun. I can win, lose, or draw, and I ain't scared to take no ass whooping. So it's win, lose, or draw. That's how it should be.
That's the fact right there, though, is the pride. The people nowadays, the pride of when they get the ass whipping, they feel they have to prove something else.
No doubt.
Instead of taking it, like, you know, you get an ass whooping back in the day.
Yeah, like I might get him next time. Nigga, call him out again. Like, nigga, let's go at it again. Instead of taking someone's life to where both of y'all gonna lose because you gonna fuck around and go to jail because it's gonna be a smart light or some dumb shit fuck around and catch you doing what you're doing anyway. So it's like, why lose both of y'all life? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. As opposed to squabbling up and both of y'all live to see another day.
Absolutely. So music tip wise with these new albums.
Yes.
We, you know, talk about some new shit. You know what I mean? But,
yes, sir.
No. You said you feel like you're at your best right now. You know, the James Savage and everything that you did was super hot. Like, I'm gonna tell you too. The first time I heard some of the songs was with Cavi, by the way.
Yeah.
And he was like, this is Jayo, and I was like, wow. I mean, brother, I'm a huge fan, but just to hear something fresh, I was just amazed. It was mixed so well, and it was just sounded amazing.
Yeah, man, it was like a movie, man, and a lot of that, you know, music was mixed with Exhibit, and Dr. Dre helped us out a whole lot, man. And I want to say shout out to Dre and the whole Aftermath camp for helping us out, Focus, them joints. and everybody that was a part of that record, man. Rashidi, everybody that worked on the production and the direction of it, man. And it was crazy, man, because X was writing a lot of the material right on the spot, and I had to memorize it and say it right there on the spot. We was out way in Victorville the last day of shooting. It was like 150 degrees sitting in the car.
Oh, yeah, it's bad up there.
We sweating all poured down, and he like, you got it, let's go. So we were put on the spot a lot, and I had to perform with knowing that, man, I got to go to jail in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I got to go turn myself in just to get the deal that the judge offered me. And if I didn't turn myself in, I would have been in there for a way much longer time. So it was crazy what I went through, man. To make a long story short, like I had this lawyer, you know, and he was like a dude named Zulu, right? And I kept going to court, and it felt like this guy wasn't doing his job because he kept sending paralegals to my court hearings. And the judge said, hey, man, if this guy don't show up next time you come to court, it's going to be a problem, right? So I fired his ass. And to be honest, I went and got some Jewish attorneys, man, and they had to clean his shit up, right? To be honest with you. And they actually knew who the judge was. They was friends with the judge. He came off vacation, and he actually gave me an opportunity to finish my film with Exhibit and turn myself in. And I had two different pistol cases, but my lawyer was so up on it, he told him to run that case concurrent with whatever case we had in the other court. So the judge didn't even ask what that case was, because if he would have knew it was another pistol, he would have been like, yo ass going to jail.
Yeah. Yeah. That's, I mean, you talk
Shout
about
out to my lawyer, man, for giving me that situation.
You talk about bittersweet,
let me
though.
get back to my livelihood, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and I'll never go through that again, man, period.
Well, a lot of people don't understand too, like with being in the music business, or as people say, the business of music. It's all about momentum.
Yeah.
So losing a year is like losing 3 years of music.
No doubt. You know what I mean? So I definitely was blessed when I came home and seen the entirety of the film, and I was like, man, all this shit wasn't in vain. You know what I mean? So it was crazy, man, to see that. And the same guy that edited Puffy's Can't Stop, Won't Stop documentary, he edited our stuff. So it was definitely professional, man.
Absolutely. It looked amazing.
I had a ball doing it, man. I had Slink Johnson, my boy Sticky Fingers, G Perico. Shout out to all those guys for being a part of that situation, man. It was crazy. Sly the Piper was in there with me, you know what I'm saying? My dog Sly. We had a ball, man. Exhibit had those girls dancing when he came back from his father's funeral out in Arizona, rest in peace. And when them girls started dancing and doing that routine, man, it overwhelmed me. Me and X was sipping on some yak, man, and I was like, man, ain't no major label ever did nothing for me like this. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to X, man, for having that vision and helping me get back on my feet. The James Savage Project is actually going to be the year anniversary of it in September, so we definitely celebrating that. The record Test Me was one of my favorite records produced by them joints. And Where I Grew Up was one of my other favorite records produced by Focus. You know what I'm saying? And the other record, No Bitch, No Bitch. No. You know what I'm saying? So there's definitely some cuts on there, man. I want you guys to check out. And if you haven't seen that project, man, Jayo Felony has an album out under James Savage. For all those that don't know, because I know some of y'all be on that lean and shit, leaning to the side. So
come on, man.
Catch up, nigga. That's me, James Savage, for those that don't know that name. And it's my government name. I didn't make the name up. I was born that way. My pop's name is James Savage. I have a doctor in Washington, D.C., my brother, Dr. James Savage, Jr., and I'm the third. You know what I'm saying? So James Savage ain't going nowhere. It's my real name, since birth. But Jayo Felony, I'm just so happy to be back at what I do. And all the fans that love me is Jayo Felony. And I was talking to 40 Water one day, man. He 40 like, nephew, if you don't put your Jayo Felony back, man. So
hey,
I'm back, you know what I'm saying?
But I'm sure a lot of people miss.
Big 40. Huh?
I'm sure a lot of people miss some of that James Savage stuff just from.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah, a lot of people didn't know that was the transition that was made. And, I threw the old Jayo Felony in the trunk because I just basically killed off all my negativity, man, because I'm definitely a whole different person. And Jayo stands for Justice Against All Oppressors, so don't get it twisted. I've been Jayo Felony since I was 15 years old, and I made that name up when I was in juvenile hall, and I was about to go to YA, and I seen Felony carved in the desk, and I wanted to make something mean something, and Jayo stands for Justice Against All Oppressors, so I was like, Jayo Felony, you know what I'm saying? That's it.
I never knew that about your name, by the way.
Hey, I remember before I went to YA, I was in juvenile hall, and Dougie Fresh came. Dougie Fresh came to juvenile hall, and one of my bros, man, he's from Lincoln Park out here in San Diego. His name's Shawnee Bo, right? And much love, shout out to Shawnee Bo, man, because if it wasn't for him, I never would have got the chance to rap with Dougie Fresh in juvenile hall. And he beatboxed for me, and I rocked the whole dorm for him. You know what I'm saying? So I had that memory. And I remember telling Dougie Fresh, hey, man, I was the guy you came to see. Well, he probably don't remember, but it meant something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I let him know. I was the guy you came to see in San Diego. I'm Jayo Felony, man. I remember you beatboxed for me when I was 15 years old. He was like, man, that was you. He hugged me, so he must remember. But, hey, you know, it is what it is. Shout out to Dougie Fresh, Slick Rick, you know what I mean, the ruler. You know what I'm saying? I'm a hip-hop connoisseur, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just happy to be back at doing what I do best.
Oh, we're happy to have you back. I'll tell you, even as a fan,
yeah.
And seeing you be so active, even lately, this last, it's been like, yes.
Yeah, it's going up, man. I'm having fun, and it's just.
And it looks like you having fun again, though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Hey, I got so much music coming out, man. It's crazy. So this is just a taste of what I got to come. Make sure you guys support these projects coming out this Friday, July 24th. Hood Invasion, In the Trenches, powered by the legendary Sir Jinx. On My Own Situation, Local Entertainment. Shout out to Dashgo for helping me get it on all major platforms, man. And I'm just excited for you guys to hear some real Jayo Felony music. And I got a whole lot more coming before the year is over.
I saw someone post, one of the people listening, they said you should do a project with Laylaw and Battle Cat. You know, Laylaw, my big homie. You know,
no doubt. Shout out to Laylaw, man. Got love for Laylaw, man. That's my big bro right there.
Yeah,
WA legend, man.
Yeah, Go Mac, Laylaw, Big Hutch, they all kind of put their stamp on me back in the day. So that's who kind of raised me in my music.
Shout out to Big Hutch too, man. Above the law, man. I remember we did that song called XO was on the radio.
Oh yeah,
man. That shit was dope. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Big Hutch, man. KMG, man. Rest in peace, man.
Rest in peace.
You know, it's legendary, man. Pomona in the house, Big Hutch.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Come on, man. Come on, P-Town in the house, man.
No doubt.
I think people forget how legendary Above the Law was. You know what I mean?
No doubt, man.
Actually, we was just talking about Laylaw. Hey, we just talked about Laylaw. He just joined. Laylaw just joined the conversation, as a matter of fact.
No doubt. What's up, bro? Much love, bro.
Yeah, see, fam. Hey, Law, it's so crazy.
Big bro, what it do, man?
Hey, Law, someone just said Jayo need an album, you know, from Laylaw. So, and we was just talking about you, and you just chimed in.
Yes, sir. Look how God worked, man.
Yeah, man, that shit is crazy. That shit is crazy. Nah, but it's definitely dope. And I heard you also on Money B's on Thursday. Money B's show.
Yeah. Shout out to Money B. I had fun, man. I was in at a bar. We just happened to fall in the bar because I seen him drinking, and I was going to check out my merchandise, and there was a bar right behind where I was, and they were like, hey, come over here, they got drinks for you and shit. And I was loud, I blew up the spot.
I was definitely dope.
But, you know, I'll just be expressing myself. Sometimes I get nervous, and I don't even be trying to do nothing. I'm just a energetic motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really been smoking no weed because it's too damn hot. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, it's hot. It's hot.
I only smoke weed like probably when I'm about to go to sleep, but I work out twice a day, Monday through Friday, with the big homie Todd Stick. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my bro Todd Stick for getting me right. I know about 2 months from now I'm gonna be a stupid beast because we work out 5 days a week, twice a day, from Monday through Friday, man. I'm just, you know, getting in tune, being prepared for whatever. In case one of these punk ass police try to fuck with me, I'm gonna sock their ass up. Simple as that. I ain't going for none of that. No disrespect from no police or no racist people. I'm gonna sock your ass up on FC. If you ever disrespect me, I'm gonna go upside. I'm gonna whoop your feet.
You see what Layla just said?
Straight up.
Jayo is the most underrated MC in the game.
No doubt, man. That's a blessing coming from Laylaw, man. That's a blessing, man. You made my day, bro. I'm gonna prove it, though. I'm gonna prove it. I promise to God, man. I just study my craft so much, and that's why I say I feel I'm at my best now because I never stopped studying my craft. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna show them better than I could tell them, man. It's real MC shit.
Absolutely.
I'm not a rapper. I'm an MC. It's a difference.
For sure.
People can call me a rapper because that's what everybody's labeled, but everybody's not an MC. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Rakim, Cool G Rap, all the legends, man. LL Cool J, Ice Cube, E40. You know what I'm talking about? The Kendrick Lamars, Schoolboy Q's, man. The Nipsey Hussles, man. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, Too Short. Them
Yeah.
type niggas, man. My nigga Ice-T, man, the legendary OG, man.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
All love, man, to hip hop, and all love to my comedian partners, man. We go hand in hand, man.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Straight up.
And I always have. And always
straight
have.
up.
It really
Eddie
has
Griffins and guys like that, the Mike Epps, Cat Williams, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Niggas that bring it every night. You know what I mean?
Yep. But you are a true MC. And look, I know personally, and I know Laylock can attest to this too. You know, I'm the one that helped, you know, Hutch and engineered everything for the Black Godfather album that you were on.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember getting your vocals.
Yeah.
And being like, oh my, like even you could even hear the mic edit because you want a song with Daz Corrupt, Money B.
Yeah.
Damn, who am I missing? I'm missing now, obviously Hutch, but it was a big, basically cypher song, and you guys just.
I can't bust no rap on here, huh?
Yeah, you can. What you want to do?
You want to give you a little.
Come on,
wiggity,
let's go. It's what's for podcast. Anything goes.
All right. Let me see. I'm gonna bust one, man. Let me see, man. Shout out to the Instagram Live, everybody who tuning in.
Come on, yeah, let's do this.
I'm gonna get one. Let me see. I done gave niggas $150s and I ain't from New York. Quick to tell a bitch a lie like pussy is pork. You squares 4 flat screens and presents, fucking peasants. Have you in a bitch buried somewhere off in the desert, all in little bitty pieces while I'm eating dessert. X-rated, if your bitch don't squirt, then she don't work. Church, I don't want to go there. My body's my temple, no crackers of cranberry juice. I keep shit simple. Look, simplicity is God, and I'm hard as fuck. So hard, if I fuck a doggy style, we might get stuck. Pour scorching water on us out that pussy before it hit me. Lift my leg up and piss on a couple of mini-me's. See a real crip for you throw up any seeds. These niggas out here talking about they dumb moves, please. I'll squeeze with ease, pop all of these niggas quick. Amnesia, remember you froze like a bitch. Putting extras on war stories, you tell that bitch? Boy, we all know your pussy, we can smell that shit. I do 20,000 push-ups a month, you fucking cunt. Cuz get your lips back, nah, you can't hit the blunt. Nah, you can't sit with us fearless. I think this nigga telling I'm a southpaw. They saw his iron jaw swell and told X, I ain't breaking the law no more. I promise. Dre up in this bitch on neighborhood. I gotta pay homage. Listen, y'all want to sign the open bar, load the car up. Deaf to these groupie niggas, they stuck, look starstruck. I'm so happy that we off in the finer things, but I done saw life taken over a pot of lima beans. Before I die, sing a song harder than sing. Eat pussy like Billie Jean King. Bam, boom, bam, bing. Bring, I'm off the hook, bitch, and fuck all this hook shit. Cuz got greedy, hood, they came back and took shit. Bitch, and I leave them leaking like leaky faucets, coughing, hole in the top of your head wet. Miami Dolphin. I love dark chocolate bitches with pink guts on the yacht. Knock the snot at you bitches gonna sink what? While I munch on that, I love putting my fingers in her butt and make her hit hot notes like she got singers in the cut. So what you got foreigns is my heel. Lauren, tell them, post up in my office, put them in boxes and mail them. Never liked you. My killers get dark as night do. Nigga, motherfuck you and 40 other motherfuckers like you. Boy, my piss stay dirty. Shoes cleaner than a bitch. Trick, cat, calm and nice. Pit meaner than a bitch. Rest in peace to Kimball Slice. I'm knocking out shit. No boy so tough, but do so nice when I pull out and cock shit. They know what's up. Y'all ain't pulling triggers like us. I love Africa, but y'all don't make niggas like us. James!
Come on, man.
You feel me?
I'm sending the beat over for that right now.
No doubt. That's what I'm talking about, man.
Hey. Man, that shit is fire. I'm so excited to hear these albums. Shout out to my dude Jinx. He's super talented.
Shout out to Sir Jinx, man, for powering these two albums, man. Hood Invasion, In the Trenches, and it's gonna be more powered by Sir Jinx, man. Y'all definitely support these two albums, man. In the Hood, Hood Invasion, and In the Trenches coming out. I got 2 videos coming out. One called Hug the Block, and the other one called Block Party. Both to represent and perform for those that promote those new albums, man. So y'all go check it out. Your boy, One Shot Kill.
Absolutely, absolutely. I see my dude Lord Jazz back on. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Jazz, what up, Lords of the Underground?
What up, man? Shout out to the Lords of the Underground, man.
Come on, man.
That's what's up? Much love, bro. They put it down for sure.
No, we're super excited. Also, is that a new logo with that Jayo Felony? Because it's fresh.
Yeah.
With the Jayo's kind of transparent, the Felony white.
No doubt.
That shit's fresh. I really like that.
Hey, thanks, bro. I appreciate it, man. And the Loco Entertainment logo, man, with the guy with the face mask on, so he won't spit on nobody, man. That's me, and they got me in a straight jacket. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Hey, I actually went through that in L.A., man, when I kicked the police window out. And shout out to my New York cats, man. I got this new song that's on my other new album coming out. I got another new album coming out soon too, and I got a song called "Kick the Police Window Out." And it was actually it was actually a real story when I was downtown LA. The fucking police maced me and threw me in the back seat, handcuffed, and I couldn't breathe and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I got asthma, and I thought I was gonna fucking die in the back seat. So they was just outside having a conversation like I wasn't begging them motherfuckers to goddamn help me. And so my mind just said, nigga, kick this fucking window out. You got your Timberlands on. I had my 10 brand new Timbs on, and that's what the rap is about. I kicked the police window out. I just happened to have my new boots on. Thank God I had my new boots on. Them suede Timbs, them tan joints. My New York niggas gonna love this shit, man.
I think New York motherfuckers didn't realize that there was actually a lot of West Coast cats that wore Timberlands in California back in the day.
Oh, no doubt, man. It's all about love, man. And at the end of the day, us as Americans, man, we don't own none of this motherfucking land. Ain't none of this shit ours. So we got to stick together, man, no matter where we from. Shout out to Houston, New York, Virginia. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere, man. It's all about us sticking together. Shout out to my Philly niggas, too, for holding it down and being lyricists like a motherfucker.
Hell yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah. So
Jersey niggas, too, man. Shout out to Red man.
Oh, come on, man. Red. Hey, if Red isn't in that GOAT conversation, I don't know who is, by the way.
Yeah, they playing if they ain't got Funk Doc up in there.
Come on, man. And also you brought up
Scarface too, man.
Oh yeah. And you brought up with the movie The Homie Sticky Fingers and shout out to Sticky. He actually put me in one of his movies too for his last album.
That's bro right there.
I don't think people realize how much into acting Sticky is. Like he directing all his own shit. Writing scripts. I mean, he really out there trying to do his fucking thing for sure.
Yeah, man, that's my bro, man. You know, we go back to that's my label mate from me and Onyx,
Jam,
being on Jam Master J label. You know what I'm saying? I remember, man, I used to watch him do shows and shit, man. We used to wrestle and slam all in the goddamn hallway.
Crazy.
Them niggas was real little, so I used to toss their ass around and shit, man. We used to have fun like a motherfucker. I remember this dude, Joe Sinister, was on the label too, and he's like kind of crazy, man. He just start shit with people and run. I remember we was in San Francisco one time, and he started some shit with somebody, and he couldn't even fight. And I had to beat the dude up for him and shit. Like, hey, man, you can't be starting no shit if you can't back it up. You know what I'm saying? But Jam Master Jay got rid of his ass. He was like, man, this nigga's a problem. He got rid of that motherfucker. Right. Joe Sinister, man. I don't know where the fuck Joe Sinister at now.
Yeah, that's what's up. Well, man, hey, look, I salute you. 24th, 2 albums.
No doubt. Check it out.
More to come. 2020 is a good year for Jayo, and I'm gonna tell you again, being a fan, we love seeing. We haven't even heard the albums yet. We love seeing what we're seeing already.
Hey, thank you so much, bro. I really appreciate that, man. Shout out to everybody that tuned in, man, and much love to you guys, man. I ain't playing. I'm gonna have fun with this shit, and I got a lot of stuff coming out, and I'm just thankful and thank God that I'm able to finally use my imagination with my music and show you guys what I really can accomplish, man. Straight up.
Absolutely, and shout out my dude Todd Davis. I'm gonna grab your email from him, and I'm gonna send you a folder because I think I got something for you that's gonna be.
And much love to my bro. I see somebody say rest in peace, Jam Master J, man. Much love to my bro, Jam Master J. Shout out to my bro, Big Chuck, man. Ant Live, rest in peace from New York. Shout out to my bros, man. God bless you guys, man. And I'm gonna make y'all proud. I swear to God, I promise you, I ain't fucking playing.
Let's go. And you know what? You got a hell of a fan base behind you too, bro. I'm telling you right now.
No doubt. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Much love to all the fans that stuck with me through my hard times. I've been through the penitentiary twice, but I can tell you one thing. You check my file, nigga. I ain't never been on protective custody or none of that. I've been a well-known, famous rapper in the pen twice, and I rode the main line. I probably beat up my cellie, sent him to the hospital when he was acting stupid, but that's it. If you know how to fight, you can go any goddamn where.
Absolutely. You know,
they ain't got no guns in jail.
It's crazy that you say though, like you did that whole movie and then the next day turn yourself in. I probably would have been on such an emotional high. I probably would have missed that check-in date.
Hey, no doubt. I had fun, but one thing about it, man, hey, X kept that shit hood, man. The morning that I was about to go to jail, I mean, that night I stayed in a big-ass high-rise downtown San Diego, and then that morning, X, I thought I was gone. It was like 7 o'clock in the morning, man. I heard a horn honking. It was him in a Ferrari, like, let's go to breakfast before you go to that motherfucker.
Oh, man,
I'll never forget that type of shit, man. That's my bro for life, man. Shout out to X to the Z, Tato, man, the whole open bar staff, my boy Vidal, and everybody over there that had my back, my boy Allen on the engineer, my legendary homie King T. I love you guys, man. I just want to make y'all proud of me, man. Shout out to all you guys. Much love to Focus, you know what I'm saying, and everybody that had my back, man. Straight up.
And I don't want to speak for everybody, but just from what I'm seeing and been observing, everyone is super proud. And honestly, always has been. Everybody goes through trials and tribulations, but you know what I mean?
We got to stick together, man. We're the
Yeah.
human race, man. Let's not let the powers that be win and have us all separated, man. Whoever racist and whoever got that hate in their heart, let's just let them have their own island, and we'll leave them alone for a little while till we blow that motherfucker up.
Yep.
Feel me?
There'll be a bunch of Karens on there.
No doubt, no doubt. Let them hate all by themselves, man.
Absolutely. Well, salute to you. I appreciate you taking the time. Obviously, you know you got a home here anytime you need it. Anytime you need to say anything,
you,
we right here for you.
Put my Fire Stick on and watch The Matrix.
Let's go. Let's go. Salute, homie. I appreciate you.
Enjoy the rest of your weekend, man.
You too, brother.
Thank you so much for having me on your platform, bro.
Yes, absolutely. And we'll be in touch, definitely.
No doubt. Much love.
Absolutely. What's the Word podcast? Jayo Felony in the house, the one and only Jayo Felony. That's the way we do it. And if y'all didn't see the bars, go to the replay because you about to be astonished.
No doubt.
Salute,
Thanks,
salute.
bro.
Yep, for
Have
sure.
a good one. All right.
Boom. Jayo Felony. What's the Word podcast? That was super dope. You already know how it goes down. You know what I'm saying? Let me bring the camera back an angle. If you're looking for any tees like this, 90shiphop.com. Shout out my dude Money B for hooking me up. You already know how it goes. Macca, what up, homie? I see you. Peace to everybody that tuned in. We coming back tomorrow at 5 o'clock for an R&B episode with Melvin Riley. We're ready for the world. And then next Saturday, we got Lord Finesse and Crooked Eye. So please, please, please tune in like that, like you did for this one. Any replays you want to see, you can go to my IG. You can go to whatsthewordpodcast.com or you go to What's the Word Podcast YouTube. It's all there. It's all ready for you. I really appreciate everybody that tunes in every week. You know what I mean? The show would be nothing without people tuning in. So, you know, I just salute everybody. You definitely, if you missed the beginning interview or missed where Jayo was spitting, you got to go check that out. Because, again, a very underrated MC, as Layla said, maybe the most underrated MC that's out there. July 24th, I believe that he said that's next Friday. It is next Friday. You know what I mean? 2 albums out. Yes. Next Saturday, someone said Lord Finesse. Yeah, Crooked Eye and Lord Finesse next Saturday. You know what I'm saying? And then again, tomorrow at 5 o'clock, we winding it down with another R&B episode with Melvin Riley, Ready for the World. So, you know, we try to gather all sorts of genre of music and really do what we do. And that's what it is. Salute to Jayo Felony. That's the way it goes down. What's the Word podcast? We here every Saturday. You already know how it goes. I appreciate everybody tuning in. We'll see you next week. Actually, we'll see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow at 5 o'clock. And then after that, we'll see you next week. But until then, salute. Everybody stay safe. Enjoy your weekend. We out.